It's another. It's another day on KERB TV.
Hello.
I'm here. Jack's here. Jack's there. I've got my favourite socks on.
Oh, very funky. Like it.
Yeah. Do you know where they're from?
No. Where?
I'll leave if anyone can guess in the comments. I'll send you something. I'll send you a prize.
And
I've got good news for you, Jack. We now hit 50 subscribers on YouTube. Ooh,
nice. From what was it last week?
Probably around the 20s.
Okay, cool. Doubled.
But that means we are halfway to being able to put a banner on YouTube.
Oh, okay. That's good. So maybe a prize for that 100th subscriber.
Yeah, we can do that. So please subscribe,
share,
like, subscribe. Presumably it's down here somewhere.
Yeah.
So today, what have you got in front of you?
I'll show you. Ooh, look. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
What is that? That looks delicious.
This is a pie. It's a truffle, vegan cheese, and oyster mushroom pie. Yeah, that's
nice.
It's vegan. I know that.
Very nice.
So, and yeah, the reason why we have this pie today is because, drum roll, I'm hitting my pie with my cutlery. We have Chris from MYPIE, we're dialing in now.
Hello, Chris.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Good. I'm going to start eating my pie. Look, live.
I've seen that one.
We've got the explicit advisory, parental advisory, explicit content sign just for Chris today, because he is a man that likes to swear occasionally. So, Chris, you're in your kitchen.
Yeah. You want to have a look around our little kitchen?
Yeah, show us around.
This is so good.
In here, and this is our little home.
This is so legit.
This is where our pastry magic happens.
Wow, look at that.
For bread, and then this is our hot stew room. Smoker, some ovens. And today we've had on the hob steak chili cheese.
What is that? Nice.
Some many people's most favourite flavour.
You got some pretty serious gear there. Have you got what I would love to use one day is a brat pan? Have you got a brat pan?
Oh.
I didn't catch that, Ollie. Sorry.
Have you got a brat pan?
I didn't catch.
Okay, don't worry. It's fine.
Don't worry.
So, how's the pie, Jack?
It's so good. It's delicious.
And it's vegan, isn't it?
Yeah. And the macaroni cheese is a nice surprise. I know it says it on the ingredients, but it's still great. This is exactly what I need.
That's what you need in pie.
So you share this unit with Monty's, right? Chris. Oh, there we go. That's better.
Okay.
I think the signal's a bit bad in there.
It is. I've gone outside so we can talk about pies rather than just look at a mixer.
So you share that unit with Monty's Deli, right?
Yeah, Owen's in there curing and smoking meat right now.
So their stuff is available to order online.
Yes, their stuff is definitely available to order online. They're selling like 100 packages a day.
Really?
Wow. What was that like? Because I guess you've done delivery before, but over the last like 2 or 3 weeks, it must have just absolutely skyrocketed, right?
like for the both of us actually, for us and Monty's, we've got the facility to be able to turn our business from street food trading to an overnight go to a mail order business, and we both of us are getting several orders a day, and will allow us to survive without any government grants, hopefully.
Amazing. And keep all your staff as well working, making all the pies.
Yeah. All the staff are going to continue to work, and actually, if anyone's looking, next week we're going to be hiring. So,
are you allowed to say what that's for yet?
I beg your pardon?
Are you allowed to say what that's for yet?
No, we'll sign that off this afternoon, and then hopefully we will be recruiting late this afternoon, tomorrow, for start next week.
Nice. Well, all people should know that hopefully it's a big order, right?
Yeah, that's it. Short term, long term, we'll be looking.
So yeah, I think you're a very interesting trader, because a lot of traders rely on other suppliers to make the stuff that they then sell. But I think you're very different in the fact that you make everything yourself, and then you make the products, and then you also sell the product. So you own like different levels of the supply chain that not a lot of other people do. So I think that's probably made you a lot more resilient in this situation than a lot of other traders.
The thing, it makes me laugh to a point. Like there's a funny thing over the years where we don't sell in markets very well. You put us in amongst 12 people, and the guys selling burritos, selling rice boxes and everything, make us look embarrassing. But actually, in these kind of times where we've got a product that can be baked and shipped, we have that product that you can do that with, and people are buying 10, 12, 24 pies a go to ship, so they save on postage and packaging. But like, is £100 a pop? It's much more than people spend in a market generally.
Yeah, that's like a week of someone spending, no, way more than that, like a month of someone spending on lunch.
Yeah, of buying lunch a couple of days a week. But the supply chain's the funny thing that's gone to pot with all of what's going on, and like people are taking advantage of like buying wholesale. But now our butchers and veg guys have said no, the restaurant guys have got to come first, and the caterings, because they're the guys that'll be there after this, whereas the home delivery guys, maybe they're buying 20 quid, 40 quid now, but our suppliers, we've made them agree to that they'll look after us now as a priority, so that we can manage to continue supplying to our customers.
So yeah, so they talk about this in like tech businesses, where they say you've got like a moat of people that can't copy you. To start a pie business, get a kitchen, and then start a home delivery service is actually very tough. But it makes it so that when you're in a tough situation, you have a competitive advantage over a lot of other people.
Certainly, over most, I would say. We've lost all our events, the same as everybody watching, probably all the traders. And it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. But when there's uncertainty, you just got to kind of crack on.
Yeah.
We've just had to find other routes to make money. We were not, even with the government grants, we were never guaranteed any of them, and there's still uncertainty of that. So, of clarity, uncertainty of the clarity of how that's going to work. Yeah. So you just the traders that have an option to twist, to go into Deliveroo or to go into, or to, by all means, selling by courier. It's brilliant. It's just to kind of make you think on your feet, adapt your business to the situation.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you have to figure out exactly what your USP is. And we always talk to people about finding where your little niche in the market is, and now that's even more important than ever. You really have to figure out what is it that people want, from me? Like, where is it that I can fit within everything else?
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got
and back yourself. You've got to have the confidence. It's something I never have a problem with, but you've got to find where the people want to purchase from you and how you're going to get to them.
Yeah, totally. Right, I've got a trip down memory lane for you. I'd like you to tell me
A game.
Was this where it all began for you?
So it's all going to go wrong.
This is back in October 2015. The website Pirate or Pirateers gave you the top billing on their pies for their steak and ale. And you got a maximum of a pretty good score of 6.61 out of 7. Do you remember this?
Not bad.
And I believe
I remember. Well, we used that as advertising on our truck for a long time.
And you're still number 1 and 2 on their top list of pies.
And 7.
So I'd like for you to just give your assessment of this pie that got 1. So this is called Firkins. What do you think of that pie?
Kelly, sorry. Can't hear, mate.
Yeah. Well, we've also got a guest as well, who I think is driving right now. Nick, is that you? Where are you?
Indeed.
What are you up to?
Doing a bit of volunteering, delivering stuff.
What are you delivering?
Blah.
Let's see where you are. Are you on a ring road?
Hammersmith.
Nice.
So
how are you keeping?
Good. Yeah. So there's a bunch up in Staples Corner who are using their kitchen in conjunction with a guy who did a whole lot of catering at Calais for the refugees. And basically, they're producing an enormous amount of food to distribute to NHS and poor people around boroughs, hostels and stuff.
Nice. So you're part of that. You're part of supporting.
Yeah. I'm just doing a bit of driving around, helping out, buying some things, from wholesalers and what have you. And that. I mean, they need lots of people to come and cook and pack stuff and what have you. So I was going to put out a bit of a note on Slack later. But I've got half an hour to drive, and I just love hearing your voice on and seeing you. So that's fine.
Thanks, Nick. Well, thanks for being a roving correspondent today. We'll
count on me.
We'll see you soon.
Cool, man. You take care.
All right. Well, look at that. We get a live demonstration of someone delivering food as we speak. So there's a lot of support going around for, I think, the NHS at the moment from a lot of our traders. Right now, I think we're still trying to work out the kinks of exactly how a lot of street food businesses can support the NHS. I think once we have got into a clearer situation with what's happening with all the hospitals, then I think there'll be a lot of support that we can give as street food traders to the NHS. So that looks like it's going to be a very positive step for our industry. And so, Chris, we've got some questions for you from
Yes, sir.
The KERB team. Does every country in the world have a pie or pie equivalent?
Not everywhere, but South America, empanadas, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa all have like an Aussie style handheld pie, which was meant to debut in $7 market today, but didn't happen.
I know. I saw that. That was heart. I saw that tweet. That was heartbreaking.
Shit times. Anyway.
Yeah. But hopefully next year or later this year.
What's that?
Hopefully later this year or early next year. We'll do.
Year? Nah.
All right, this year, fine, deal. I'll hold you to that.
Well, I've just spent the money to get the pie tins imported, mate. We've got to make the money back.
Okay, fine, deal. You're in.
And then there's different versions at different places. I've seen one even up north here, wrapped in a Yorkshire pudding. They use the Yorkshire pudding batter instead of pastry. I don't know how they do it, but it's quite interesting. And then I wouldn't say every country, Ollie, but there's certainly a few variations across the world.
Do you class yourself as like a pie expert? Would you be like if you were going on Mastermind, would your topic be pies?
Definitely not.
What would it be? So mine would be, I think, the Simpsons series 1 to 10. What was yours?
Simpsons
series 1 to 10.
Not bad. Probably just like kitchens in general, maybe.
Nisbet's catalogue era, 2010 to 2015.
Rationale ovens and how to fix gas appliances 101.
Yeah, you could do that. I'll be interested to see what questions they come up with. Jack?
Another question we had was when is a pie not a pie?
You know this one already. If it doesn't have sides and a lid, no deal. I'm pretty passionate about that. I'll try to refrain somewhat.
If it has sides and a lid but no bottom, it's still a pie.
If you can get it out of the tin, mate, good luck.
Okay.
Fully encased in pastry pie.
Is Fray Bentos a pie then?
I know very little of Fray Bentos. I've seen them in a tin. That's it. I've never opened one.
I've had a few Fray Bentos in my time.
Interestingly,
it's actually named after a place in Uruguay. Not Uruguay, Argentina or something like that.
They have pies there. No, they'll answer their own question.
If you wanted to make a pie at home, what would your top tips be? How do you shape it?
We use a bloody great machine. The guys made this morning, but just making sure that you use the correct flour and the correct ratio of flour and butter to make sure the pastry doesn't crack, and enough water. People are scared of adding water because they think it makes it go soggy, but the more water, the crispier the pastry once it cooks.
Is that because it's steamed?
Don't be shy. I don't know particularly the science behind it, Ollie, but it's just one of those things that we always taught that it shrinks a little more, so it comes away from the tin, but doesn't cause anywhere near the hassle of pastry that's too dry.
Right, got it. I liked your response as well to Taco Dave asking today whether or not he could put a sous vide bag in a microwave and just heat it up and see what would happen.
You can blow the door off. Put 6 eggs in there as well while he's going.
So if people want to...
We tried in our staff microwave today. Let's see if we can blow the door off.
Oh my God, this is a live science experiment.
No, I should have been more prepared. But,
are we actually doing this? Okay, fine.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I might try it once this is finished. I don't want to die on live TV.
No, you would be immortalized forever. You'd be on YouTube forever. Actually, we'd probably get banned. So please don't do that. So if people wanted to buy your pies, where would they find it? I believe our good friend Yuki of Katsu House, Yuki Yu, has actually sorted the link out for us because he's such a big fan. You can go to mypie.london/store. And what can you get on there?
Keep the wheels in motion.
Yeah, nice. So what can you get on there? You can get a box of pies. You can do like a selection box. You can click and collect.
Yeah, you can pick and choose. You can click and collect from Wandsworth, our bakery. We could do them by next day courier. If you spend 90 quid, which is like 20 pies and some sausage rolls, then you get your delivery for free. And then, yeah.
So now that you're like opening the bakery to the public, what's that been like? Have you done that before?
We did, and we were getting some really wicked bread and stuff. But actually, now lockdown's in place, we just encourage people to click and collect and pre-order because my guys, I got to look after them as well. So we've taken them away from the face-to-face for now, and then we will probably continue the click and collect whilst we are in lockdown, so we can come out and get the gear. But once everything goes back to normal, then we'll go back to normal probably.
Nice. And outside of pies, how are you staying sane, or is it just pies right now?
I'm working 100 hours a week, Ollie. We just got to crack on, son.
Right.
It's only my wife and son going mad because they're fighting with each other.
Have you at least got a garden?
Yeah, we got to build this in.
Nice. Oh yeah, you did.
No garden to use.
Great. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you very much for joining us today, Chris.
Yeah, thank you very much. The pie was delicious.
Pleasure.
Finished. I can't wait to eat the other 10.
And I only swore once.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thanks, Chris. See you soon.
Okay.
There we go. So, thanks, Jack. Good pie then?
Yeah, I'd recommend it.
Out of 10?
I'd like to eat it side by side by a meat pie, but apart from like this is a really good pie. This is like a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10.
The actual pastry is amazing. Like,
yeah,
it's got that nice crunch and crack to it.
We got a response into my socks, what they were. Tommy Harpin said Northern Line. I think they are. Well, I know they're on the Victoria. They might be on the Northern Line as well. They
Bakerloo line?
They're not on the Bakerloo line. That's a very different one.
Okay.
That's I believe that is like a circular one.
Okay.
Yeah, they are the seats on the Northern Line. Thanks, Tommy. I'll send you something.
One of the socks.
Yeah. I've actually also check this out. Where are they? You'll be able to see these in the future. These are the new Elizabeth line seats.
Oh, Lizzie line.
The Lizzie line.
Delayed.
I reckon that'll open when we're all out of coronavirus.
I think it's going to be delayed longer than that.
Oh. Well, I'll still wear the socks anyway.
Yeah. Okay. They're beautiful socks, so do it.
But thanks for today, Jack.
Yeah. Thanks, Ollie.
You want to tell the viewers what's happening next week?
So next week we are doing a series of workshops around how to start your own street food business. So if you or anyone you know would like to, in a post-corona world, start a street food business as a way to start your own business, then we'll be doing a whole series of workshops from Monday until Friday. On Monday, we'll be doing two and a bit hours worth of workshops with a load of traders who were meant to be doing a workshop this Saturday, which we obviously had to cancel. So tune into this channel on Monday from 12 o'clock, and we'll be going through everything from an incubator journey to how to set up a gazebo, to branding and marketing, and a Q&A with a street food superstar who I'm sure you'll find out who it is later in the week. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled.
Keep your eyes peeled. Keep the wheels turning. Great link to the KERB. It's impossible to remember. To the kerbfood.store. You can support all of our traders. You can buy vouchers. You can buy a ticket to our relaunch party that will happen when we're all back out of quarantine. And you can also buy a gold card.
Ooh, for $7 anchor.
For $7 and KERB. That entitles you to a meal every day of the year, pretty much. Well, $7 it was.
That is a very nice present for anyone.
It's an insanely good gift. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen.